My name is Samuel Capers, and I'm bringing you back from where I left off. Now, as I said before, I just finished off my landlord and his wife. So I'm relaxing in my apartment. Then I hear a knock on the door. I see who it is. It's the actual owner of the building finally bringing his ass around here. I say yes. He asked me, did I see Edward, the landlord? I said no, I just talked to him recently, just paid my rent. And that's the last I talked to him. I told him I had some things that need to be fixed in this apartment, but that's the last I ever talked to him. And he said okay, because he hasn't been responding and he's not even opening the door to let me talk to him. I said, I don't know what happened, Who knows? But I'll keep an eye out if I get wind of him. He said, sure, thank you. Then he went about his business. So I did a little bit of thinking. Yes. I made sure I covered all my tracks. But that iron drum is still in that house. And who saw me? And I remember that neighbor downstairs. I believe his name is Michael. I might have to take Michael out. If I remember, I am going out at night. Yes, he does some night. I don't know what does he do, but I'm going to have to deal with him because he could become a problem. The next day was interesting. There were several police cars outside, forensic wagon, and even cadaver dogs sniffing around. They opened up the landlord's apartment and they checked to see what had happened. And then I found out they discovered the iron drum filled with an acid corrosive material. And there's some stuff in there. They did a quick DNA analysis and found out those were human remains in that goo. Oh boy. Then they started asking questions around the building. They even knocked on my door. I pretended I wasn't in, so I hear them all up and down this building asking everyone, did they seen Edwards, the landlord? And he ain't seen anything suspicious. Anybody had any motives against the landlord? They was asking a lot of questions. Now, the guy Michael wasn't in his apartment. I believe he was still out or at his job or whatever he worked at. Now, I'm gonna have to deal with him. Because he could blab, saying that he probably saw me with that iron drum helping the landlord. So, once the coast was clear, the police had left. I got into my black gear, black camo pants, black boots, black shirt, black hat, trench coat, and some items that I keep on me when I go out at night. Gotta find out where that guy works at. So I do a little I spy. Sometimes he leave his mail and don't pick it up. He gets a lot of brochures and invites to this particular club right downtown. I'm curious. Does he work at a club or a night spot? A bar? Because he comes all times of mornings. Maybe like 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning. I just gotta wait. I'm very patient. I'm waiting. Gotta get rid of him. Got to get rid of him. So the next morning, I see him come into the building about 7:30 a.m. He looks like he had a rough night. And I said, okay. He has a night job that, all right. So the thing is, it's close to the weekend, so I know he's going to go out. So I'm all geared up, and I decide to follow him wherever he's going. He gets out. There was someone waiting for him to pick him up. Okay. So I jump in my car and I follow them. Not too close, but just merging with the traffic. Keeping my eyes on the car. I believe it's a female picked him up. And I could tell they're just yakking and yakking. And I'm following them. My mind is wondering how many people do I have to take care of? Do I just gotta take care of Michael? Or do I take care of the bitch also? Thinking. So they drive into the city, the downtown area, and I see it's a bar. Okay. That's good. I didn't know it was a bar or a nightclub. I'm not dressed for a nightclub, but I can come in as a bar. Come to find out, he's a bartender. Excellent. All right. So they get out the car, park, and they go into the bar. I I guess his shift is up. So he's behind bar. So I walk in casually, all in black, looking very menacing. And I just sit in the back of the bar. Or just come over. That's the lady who drove him. Ask what I want. Oh, just a beer. Just a beer. She said bottle or tap. And a bottle. Thank you. So I'm just nursing my beer. Being patient. You have to be patient. So he's gonna be here for a while, so I go out, grab something to eat, watching the time carefully. I go back to the bar before they close. And then they said, last call. That's when I leave again. And I go into my car. And just wait. And I'm thinking, she drove him to work. I'm probably gonna have to take out 2 people. So what I have on me, I have a stun gun. Powerful. Really powerful. It has enough juice to knock someone off their feet. I get out of my car because I see the lights going out in the bar. I mean, it's only 3 a.m, so why the hell is he coming home so late? He and the young lady, they've been fucking. Oh, Michael. That's the wrong thing to do. Having an affair on a job. You need to be concentrating on your work. But she's nice though. I'm kind of envious of him. She's real nice. But let me concentrate on what I'm about to do. I might have to follow them to wherever they're going. And sure as shit, I see them both coming out the front, locking up. They waving goodbye to their other fellow employees. And I duck down in my car, just watching them as they get into the car. And they drive off. And I pull up behind them. Didn't turn on my headlights, not yet. And they're driving from the downtown area. Yeah. Where are you going? Are you going back to her house? You going back to her house to screw? Yes. The thing is, I know these roads better than anyone. For all my nighttime driving activities, I know these roads better than anyone. And I know there's a certain curve coming to this one entrance. And I had a plan instantly in my thoughts. As soon as they get to that curve, I revved my engines up and hit them from behind. Sort of like the police maneuver, that pit maneuver they use. And they crashed into the guardrail and went over. It's not that far, but it took them off. And they crashed down in the ravine. Perfect. Perfect. My car is all steel. And I hit that fiberglass. That piece of shit fiberglass. So I parked my car to the side. And I got some other little gadgets on me. And I went down to see what's what. I go on the passenger side. Michael is trying to struggle out the car. I hit him with a stun gun. Zap! He's out like a light. Then I reached over to the driver's side. The girl is out cold. I don't have to do nothing to her yet. So Michael's trying to stir a little bit. So with one big swoop, bam! I clocked him upside his head. He's out again. Now how can I make this into a real tragic accident? I don't know. I'm pretty strong. And I know he's like a $175. And she's nothing. She's like 100 pounds. So I just do the most obvious thing I could do. I'll break their necks. So I went on over, pulled Michael partway, grabbed a part of his neck and his face. The sound, the feel. Oh, it was orgasmic. So I went over to the driver's side, reached in the window. Now the young lady was stirring a little bit. As she saw my face, she cried. She was so pretty, so curvy. I hated to do it, but I want no witnesses. And I said, "Baby, are you okay?" And she just grunted. And I twist her neck also. I like that feel. I like that sensation. Oh, if you could only feel actually cracking a neck. Yeah, so I had my gloves on, so I had no worries. I left no fingerprints. There's no witnesses out 3:30 in the morning. And I trudged back up, got my car, drove off. So, a couple of days later, I'm introduced to the new landlord, a man named Malcolm. He's single, no wife, no kids. So he introduced himself to the people of the building. Once they cleaned out the landlord's old apartment, he'll be there. I said, well, as long as he do what I ask, because I still have repairs that need to be done in my house. And as long as he's able to help me out, then he has nothing to worry about. Yes.